Hello, this is Mandy Arwen, recording from Edmonds, Washington. I am a psychic intuitive, author, and spiritual teacher. In today's podcast, I am going to teach you some things about oracle cards and angel cards. I know that there are many opportunities to learn about tarot cards. Today, I'm interested in telling you about oracle and angel cards. In today's lesson, you are going to learn 4 things. A little history about oracle and angel cards, some refreshing ways to clear your decks of old energy, 2 of the 3 ways that I shuffle my decks, and then I'll go over a 3-card spread with you. Before we get started, I suggest that you press pause. Go get paper and a pen and your favorite deck of cards. Go get those things now. Now let me give you some background on oracle and angel card decks. At first, there were tarot decks, which go back centuries and has its own history. Tarot decks have what some call scary cards, like the Death card, the Devil card, and the Tower card. Some people can be intimidated by these cards if they don't know the real meaning. The pictures on most tarot decks can be scary looking and off-putting. I use a tarot deck myself that I love, but here is where oracle and angel decks come in. Oracle and angel decks are a relatively new development in divination tools. In 1992, the first angel cards came out, which were small and rectangular cards, about 1 inch by 2 inches long. Each card had only 1 word on it. The words were meant to inspire you for the day. One card said abundance. Another said love. Another said forgiveness. The idea was to choose one card in the morning and contemplate it for the remainder of the day. In 1999, a now famous woman named Doreen Virtue came out with the first angel card deck called Healing with the Angels. This deck was the first set of oracle cards for gathering insight and divine guidance. It had pictures of angels and a guidebook giving summaries of what the cards meant. Doreen Virtue has since come out with many decks since 1999, all with different themes, like her fairies deck and her mermaids deck. Sometime after 1999, oracle decks came out. Not just focusing on angels, though. They have all sorts of themed decks now. There is a deck for everybody. Let me talk about cleansing and clearing your decks. Whether you have just opened your new deck for the first time or have been using one for years, it is important to clear your deck of old stuck energy. If you don't clear your deck, you may get some bizarre answers after a while. A brand new deck has been handled by many strangers. A deck you have been using has the energy of all the readings you have given yourself and others. Most especially, if you have given yourself a reading when you were emotional, in turmoil, upset, or angry, the cards have held on to that energy and must be released, or it can affect all future readings with that deck. I find that after you have cleared your brand new deck once, you can clear them just once in a while after that. The only 2 exceptions I would make are if you have given yourself a reading while upset, or if you have allowed someone else to touch your cards. In those 2 cases, I would clear them. The simplest ways to clear your deck are to say to your angels, "Dear angels, please clear this deck of old energy. Thank you." Then hold your deck in your left hand and knock or rap your knuckle hard on the top of the deck. Then use your breath to blow away the old energy by blowing on your deck. It is that simple. Your intention is what counts the most. Next, it is important to shuffle your deck after each question or spread. I am going to suggest 2 of the 3 ways that I shuffle. The first way is to hold your deck in your left hand, then use your right hand to grab cards at random from the very back of the deck and place them in the very front of the deck. Do this repeatedly until you feel you are done. You can also take a group of cards from the middle and place them into the front. This is an excellent way to shuffle. The second way, and I use both methods every time, is to shuffle them like you are working at a casino, just like a playing card deck. Cut the deck in half, put one side in each hand, and combine the cards alternating by using your thumbs to combine both piles into one. Just do this a few times. Like I said, I do both ways each time. You should do what feels right to you. There is no right or wrong way to do this. I am merely showing you what I do. Once you have practiced for a while, it will become very natural to you. Now, I said I would take you through a 3-card spread that I like to use when I'm stumped about something and need guidance. And by the way, where is the guidance coming from? Where is your guidance coming from? The guidance is coming from God, your angels, your highest guides, your soul. They want to help you live a brighter, happier, guided life. Be sure to say thank you to them after you do a reading. Gratitude is very important in establishing a relationship with them. For the 3-card reading, let's start with your paper and pen. Draw 3 squares in a row, left, middle, and right. On top of the first square, on the left, write the words, "My Challenge." Above the second square, write the words, "How to Heal It." And above the third square, write the word, "Result." This is the time to ask God your question. For example, "Dear God, why am I so unhappy?" "Dear angels, why am I always so sick?" "Dear angels, why am I stuck?" Now say to God that this reading is for the highest good. Never forget to say that. This reading is for the highest good. Now you are ready to draw 3 cards. Place the first card you pick on your left, the second card you pick into the middle position, and the third card in the right hand position. You are now ready to have your answers revealed. Stare at your first card for a little while. What comes to mind as you contemplate your question? What do you feel the card's message is for you? If your intuition gives you the answer, great. Ponder it and then go to the second card. If, however, you don't receive an intuitive hit about it, go with the actual meaning of the card. It does help to memorize every card's meaning, but you don't have to. Look in the guidebook and read the description of the card you chose. Contemplate what it says. Write down the meaning of the first card on your paper. Just the main gist of it, so you'll remember it later on. Then go through the steps again with card number 2. Start with your intuition. Then, if needed, go to the guidebook. Jot down the message of that card using just a few words. Now stop. The third card is going to tell you the probable outcome as things stand right now. If you look at the third card and you don't like its meaning, stop. Go back to the second card and pray about it. Ask your angels for help understanding the message from the second card by giving you clarity, wisdom, and guidance. Pray for God's help in having a much better outcome. Then draw another card and place it next to the result card you already pulled. How has the outcome changed as a result of your prayer? Is the outcome more to your liking? If not, pray again. You see, the result is only a probable outcome. It depends on how you are feeling about the second card. If you choose to ignore or argue with the message of the second card, which is how to heal it, you probably will not like the result card. But this is why you are giving yourself a reading, because you are seeking guidance from your angels about a situation that bothers you. Don't discount your guidance unless you want the problem to persist. You are ultimately in charge of the outcome. Your attitude matters. Be teachable and adaptable, and pray. Allow me to demonstrate a 3-card reading spread on myself. I have cleared and shuffled the deck, and I am using the Enchanted Map Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. My question to Spirit is this: why has my intuition been so soft today? The first card is the challenge card, and I pulled Wizard of Awareness, which means to be observant and stay neutral. So being neutral and observant is my challenge today. Okay, now for my second card, how to heal it. Okay, this is interesting. I pulled 2 cards simultaneously. If this happens to you, go with it. It is an extra message from your angels. And the cards I drew are the Education card, which means to be teachable and adaptable, and the Strength card, which means to rely on your higher power for strength. So in other words, rely heavily on my angels and God to gain strength. Pray more is what my intuition is telling me. Now, I'm not thrilled with my result card, which says unexpected visitors. That card means to expect the unexpected, detours. So I'm going to take my own advice and pray on it. Dear God and my angels, I understand that you need me to rely on you more, to receive strength, and to be teachable and adaptable. I don't care for the result card, which implies a detour from my goal. Please give me guidance, wisdom, and clarity on how to get better intuition more directly. Amen. So I drew another result card, and it says slow and steady, which means to trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give me greater access to my dreams. So what a great reading. I will slow down if it will provide better access to my dreams coming true. Now remember, you are ultimately in charge of the outcome. Your attitude matters. Be teachable and adaptable, and pray. And that brings us to the end of this podcast. If you are interested in scheduling a psychic intuitive reading with me, just email me at spiritualwellbeing@aol.com. That's spiritualwellbeing@aol.com. If you are interested in purchasing my book, Golden Nuggets, Your Guide to Practical Spirituality, it is being sold on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, BalboaPress.com, and at the East West Bookshop in Seattle. And please, everyone, take yourself to my website, www.spiritualwellbeing.net. That's www.spiritualwellbeing.net. You will find testimonials from people who have had a reading with me, reviews of my book, Golden Nuggets, specifics on what you'll experience in a reading with me, prices for services, and much, much more. This is Mandy Arwen from Edmonds, Washington. Thanks for listening, and have a blessed day.